Is it time for a trade, or am I crazy for even thinking about this? I've spent the last year proving the Chevy Colorado ZR2 is an absolute beast. From Gold Mountain to daily driving, this truck hasn't just met my expectations, it crushed them. But lately, I've been having a bit of an identity crisis. My last few adventures taught me something. I'm spending less time wanting to crawl over rocks and more time wanting to fly through sand and Baja terrain. I don't want to be stacking rocks to crawl over at 2 miles an hour anymore. I want whoops, berms, and wide open throttle. The ZR2 is the king of the technical trail, but there's been a shadow looming over my driveway for a little while now, and that's the Ford Ranger Raptor. Today we're doing a little comparison to see if my heart is actually shifting, or if the ZR2 is still the ultimate tactical rig. I'm gonna need your help deciding. Is it time for a trade, or am I crazy for even thinking about this? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the pony count. The ZR2's 2.7 liter Turbomax is a torque monster, 430 foot-pounds of torque, but it peaks at 310 horsepower. It's plenty for the rocks, but on the open flats, it feels sensible. The Ranger Raptor brings a twin-turbo V6 with 405 horsepower. We're talking 0 to 60 times of 5.3 seconds compared to the ZR2's 6.8. And that's not even including the Ford Performance Tune, which is a total boost of 455 horsepower, 4.7 second 0 to 60, and 536 foot-pounds of torque. That's the difference between capable and violent acceleration. But here's the catch. I think the ZR2 is a better worker. It tows about 6,000 pounds, while the Raptor's desert-tuned rear end drops that to 5,500 pounds. Am I willing to trade that 500 pounds of towing utility for 145 horsepower? That's the first big question on my mind. And the suspension only adds to the debate. Multimatic DSSVs versus Fox live valve. It's like comparing a sledgehammer to a surgical scalpel. The ZR2's Multimatics are legendary. They're position sensitive, mechanical masterpieces. In the technical stuff, off-camber turns, rock steps, they offer a level of feel and control that's hard to beat. The ZR2 is the power lifter, but the Raptor's Fox live valve system is the sprinter. It's electronic, it thinks for you, adjusting the damping in real time. If you want to hit a washboard road at 70 miles an hour and feel like you're on a cloud, the Raptor wins. The question is, do I keep the precision of the ZR2, or do I go for the pillow soft landing setup of the Raptor? You guys know I live with the ZR2. The cabin is a perfect balance of rugged, simple, and flawlessly integrated. It feels like a tool, but the Raptor looks more like a tactical cockpit with its vertical 12-inch screen and the magnesium paddle shifters. On the outside, the ZR2 actually looks slightly better. It has better approach angle and ground clearance. The Raptor sits a bit lower, but then it punches back with payload. It could carry nearly 300 pounds more than the Chevy, and for my gear-heavy builds, the extra payload is a massive, tempting factor. What? What the fuck? Alright, let's stop it. Who am I kidding? It's the power. And before I wrap this up, let's talk about something you can't measure on a spec sheet: the soul. The ZR2 is a professional tool. Its 2.7 liter TurboMax sounds industrial. It's got a purposeful growl and some cool turbo whistle when you're under load, but it's essentially quiet. It doesn't scream, "Look at me." It just gets the job done. Then there's the Raptor. Ford added an active valve exhaust with 4 distinct modes: quiet, normal, sport, and Baja. In Baja mode, it's unapologetically loud. It has an X-pipe with a twin-turbo V6 soundtrack that makes the truck feel alive. It even has a quiet start schedule, so you don't wake up the neighbors at 5 a.m. But the moment you hit the dirt, you open those valves, and then you just let her eat. The ZR2 is a silent professional. The Raptor is the theater. When I'm out in the wide open desert, do I want the stealth of the ZR2, or do I want the roar of the Raptor? Honestly, that sound only makes for a stronger case in the Raptor's favor. So here's where I'm at. If you're in the mountains or on tight rugged trails, I still think the ZR2 is the best mid-size off-roader on the planet, period. It's actually why I bought it and why I love it. But my mission profile, I think, is changing. I'm craving the high speed of open desert, and in Southern California, I have a lot of that. The Raptor is built specifically for that thrasher lifestyle. It's faster, more powerful, and it's optimized for the terrain I'm finding myself drawn to lately. Now, I'm not at the Ford dealership with a pen in my hand just yet, but the thought is definitely there. I love the ZR2's technical soul, but I'm lusting after that Raptor's speed and brutal power. And on this channel, authenticity is everything. I want to drive what matches my mindset. And this is where you guys come in. I need the tactical drive community to weigh in. Should I stick with the rock crawling precision of the ZR2? Or is it time to switch to the high-speed Raptor? Does the 145 horsepower jump justify the switch? Or am I giving up the better all-around truck? Drop it in the comments. Are you Team Raptor or Team ZR2? Convince me one way or another. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to see which truck ends up in my driveway in the near future. I'll see you guys on the next one.